This is an audio-only recording of an exercise session for Vision of Adventure. This winter our sessions are sponsored by the charity, Fight for Sight. Cycling, led by Kath Finn. Please note that you will need some form of stationary exercise bike for this session.
Welcome, everybody. We have lots tonight, which is lovely. So welcome to Steve and Esther and Emily and Teresa and Molly and Sue and Sue. So twin Sues. As usual, we're just going to start with 5 minutes of just arriving. I know most of you have arrived and some of you have been here for quite a while. So you guys will be well warmed up, but not everybody's in that position. So for those who've just jumped in from work or wherever, we're just going to take the first 5 minutes to spin those legs. I'm going to go and find my set, or otherwise I'll have to do it from memory, and that'll be fun. And from memory, I have found where I put it, so the memory isn't too good, but from what I can remember from last week, we were going to have a break from doing really eyeballs out stuff. And do some other things because we missed the cadence pyramid last week because we didn't have time. So that is definitely in. And you guys can all laugh at me. I've got really bad sore muscles, which serves me right for trying to be a fell racer, which I'm clearly not. Even pushing off the wall in the pool this morning was like, oh, my legs. So it's been a slightly slow day if you've been watching me wandering around anywhere. Never mind, that's what you get. It was a bit steep. I said to my coach, there's a fell race, but it's really steep, and I think I'd rather ride my mountain bike. And he said, go and do the fell race. And so I did the fell race, and then I sent him a message going, you asked how I was. There was 1,500 foot of climb in a mile, and we had to turn around and come straight back down again, and my quads are really sore. I don't think he believed me because he said, send me the course profile. So I have. Oh, man of little faith. He clearly doesn't live in the Lake District, which he doesn't. He lives in Devon. And probably has slightly less savage hills than that. I just need a younger pair of legs, that's all. But unfortunately, there's only one way to go now. And I think I'm chasing Mr. Bateman, who I think has a year or two on me. Yes. But as a bloke, you hold on to your muscle for a bit longer, Steve. So some of you had a good weekend. I hope you all had a good weekend, but some of you had a good weekend in the lakes. Yay, Molly had a good weekend. And I think Sue did. And I had a really nice time coaching swimming on Saturday afternoon. And it was really lovely to hear that people had even remembered what we said on the Sunday and had a good go at putting it all into practice. And I've got lots of things to take away and use. That's fantastic. And I think there's a few plans afoot. So Lizzie's plan is to be sitting in the hot tub. So she sends her apologies. Now, I have to admit, that doesn't sound like such a bad plan. So now, I've waffled for 5 minutes and you have pedalled for 5 minutes. So we're going to start just upping the ante a little bit. And we're going to do 1 minute medium, 1 minute easy, 1 minute medium, 1 minute hard, 1 minute medium, 1 minute easy, and then 2 minutes medium as our warm-up. So we will go looking all sorted and ready. Oh, I can see Sue's smiley face now. That's great because she makes me laugh. Looks like she's got a head torch on her head. I'm sure I can't need that. Oh, it is. Right. But there's a big light on as well. So, and it's still light outside and it's gone 6 o'clock. Woo, woo. Oh, it's a curler. It's not, yes, it's a curler. It's not a head torch. That's a relief. Sorry, 3, 2, 1, off you go. A minute of medium intensity. So we're looking at about level 6, 7 we're getting up to. So a little bit more effort than that kind of 5-minute lovely soft pedal you've just been doing. The nice thing about riding a bike indoors is if you don't feel like it, you can just get on it and turn your legs really gently. Guess who's just been doing that? It's really nice. However, if I'm here saying, oh, we're going to work at this intensity, that doesn't mean really gently. That means lots harder. Only 15 seconds left. And in this warm-up bit, we're going for the 90 cadence. So there's your metronome. 3, 2, 1, and back to a minute easy. So lessen the resistance. And this is back to chatty pace if you weren't on mute. And I have a feeling it would be really chatty tonight, so it's just as well it is on mute. Oh, Sue, I hope you got your water bottle. You know, I've only had it for 9 months. Ah, back in use with you. I have to say, it's one of my favourites out of our little collection. It's nice and squishy. It's really easy to drink out of. Another 15 seconds, then we're going to go medium again. Three, 2, 1, and resistance up a little bit. I've had so little brain today, I've just remembered I forgot to clean my teeth, but you know, such is life. I'm sure they're not going to fall out because I've missed one morning. And the only person here is my husband who's got a cold, so I'm not going near him anyway. Okay, so we should be getting to feel a little bit of effort. Heart should be beginning to beat just that tiny bit faster. Pump more blood round. And are we ready to increase the resistance? I hope so, because 3, 2, 1, a minute hard. So this is effort level up at about 8. The cadence is the same, the resistance is higher, and the effort to turn those pedals is higher. And while you're all slogging away, I'm watching Bridget Jones's Diary with a friend tonight, so sitting in front of the fire. So that'll be nice. And tomorrow I'm going to go and drink coffee with another friend. I like this part-time business. I like to say I've paid my dues, but actually I have worked, well, because I worked in education, I did have quite a lot of holiday, which was great. 3, 2, 1, and back to medium. So a little bit of resistance off, but we're still working at least some level. And then we're going to go to easy, but you've still got half a minute. So what you should be feeling now is a bit warmer, a bit like you're focused on this. You've left your desk and your paperwork or whatever you've been doing at work, or all those people on the phone that have been bending your ears. And you've settled onto your bike. Your cadence should be lovely and fluid now. You should be warming up and your legs should be turning over almost of their own accord, nice and easily. 3, 2, 1. Back to easy. So we're on to about effort level 5. 4, 5. Nice. And it should be a beautiful, smooth, silken spin. Now, I've been following Swift Academy on YouTube, DCN, something like that. Oh my gosh, it is quite interesting. 100,000 people worldwide competed in this competition online to have the chance of earning a pro cycling contract. And now they've taken the 4 top people from males and females and they've put them with professional teams and they're going to offer a contract to one of them. It's been really interesting. Oh my God, they work. Okay, we're now going to go up again for 2 minutes of medium. 3, 2, 1. Up you go. Then we're going to have a little rest and a drink, and then we're going to do those fast spin-ups that we always do. So you've got 1.5 minutes left now, going a medium effort. And someone's talking to me on Instagram and I'm really freaked out about it. I followed them and then they started asking me all these questions and they're like, a strength person with loads of followers. I'm like, why are they talking to me? But they haven't asked for my bank details yet. So I'm a bit like, well, I don't know what's going on. I clearly need a youngster. Okay, you've got another minute like this. And 2 people have offered me clothing on Instagram, and I could be missing a trick, but I'm like, oh, I'm not answering that. Could be something really odd. Half a minute. Almost getting there. 3, 2, 1. And that's the first bit of the warm-up over, so we'll just take 30 seconds or so if you want to have a drink or move your hair around, or I think some jerseys have had already come off. Right, we're just going to do 30 seconds really hard, followed by 30 seconds rest, 3 times. So if you remember the really hard ones, we can only hold for like 6 to 10 seconds. So we've got to just spread our effort over a little bit longer. So it's not throwing absolutely everything you possibly can at it. You need just a little bit in reserve. We're looking battle ready. Battle ready, here we go. 3, 2, 1, 30 seconds past. High cadence, lots of effort. And keeping it going. You've gone through 10. Fantastic. 20. Now, these are always just that last 10 seconds is really hard to keep smooth. Well done. 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds easy. Ready again? 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds full on. Oh, it's a cat. It's walked across Esther's screen. He's trying to work out what it was. Its tail looked very strange. "20 gone, so you've got 10 left. Keep the pressure on. Keep digging. 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds rest. Nearly ready to go again. 3, 2, 1. Go for it. Last one. 10 gone. 20 gone. 3, 2, 1. Relax. And cut yourself some slack if you've had a really busy weekend. You're probably still feeling it. So it's just as well tonight's isn't as manic as some. So now we're going to do a bit of a cadence pyramid. So we're going to do 90 cadence for a minute, 30 seconds at whatever you want. 100 for a minute, 30 seconds off. 110, 120, 110, 190. Now, I will put the metronome up. I'm obviously not that fussed whether you're actually exactly hitting 120, but the theory is you should be building your leg speed as we go up the pyramid. And then when we get back to 90 should actually feel incredibly slow at that point because you've done a lot of faster work. And it's good for that neural elasticity, and it makes 90 seem easier. And it helps your sprinting. Not that you guys are going to be going in crit races anytime soon, I don't think. Braver than me if you are. Okay, we're just going to start with 90. Nice and easy. Right, the intensity through here isn't the issue. What we want is just lovely smooth paddling and the ability to hold a high cadence as we go up the pyramid. So it should feel a kind of different kind of fatigue than if you were paddling really hard with loads of resistance. We want enough resistance so that you remain on the seat, you're not bouncing around. You want to remember that the power comes from your hips downwards and your sit bones are grounded on that seat. Core is turned on, so it's holding you still. And that means that the power that you're putting down through the pedals is used there and it's not lost in a kind of soggy bit around your intestines. Okay, you've now got 30 seconds before we go to 100, but you might as well keep that pace more or less. Little bit longer. 3, 2, 1. Right, that's your faster cadence. Going for a minute. You guys are getting warm and I'm just wrapping myself in my blanket. Half a minute still to go. Holding that lovely cadence, looking great. Nice and smooth. Three, 2, 1, and half a minute. So you can slow the cadence down if you want. If you're really in rhythm and you just want to keep pedaling like that, you can. But remember, there's several more minutes to go. And now we're looking at going up to 110. 3, 2, 1. For a minute. Brilliantly still bodies, well done. Half a minute to go. Three, 2, 1, and relax. You've got 30 seconds if you want it. Before we go for the really fast one. Three, 2, 1. 120. This is the fastest one before we start going down again. So give this your best effort. Wow. You could power some smoothie makers like this. Woo! Half a minute gone. Keep it going. Keep that rhythm. Fantastic. Three, 2, 1. Now you're on your half a minute off. Now we're going to start to come back down the pyramid. So this one will be 110. Ten seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. Nice. Halfway through. It's going to start feeling really slow soon. I'm just going to drop them again. Three, two, one. Half a minute respite until we go to 100, which will seem really quite civilized. You should have felt quite a different type of stress to last week's eyeballs out efforts. And we're going 3, 2, 1. Now that's your 100. So part of it's about control now. So we'll come off the fast ones. So try and keep that beat. Brilliant. Loving it. Well done. Excellent. Three, two, one, and relax for 30 seconds. And possibly slightly more. So you've gone all the way up, all the way down. And then we're going to go into that 90 just so that you feel what that feels like. I haven't gone really fast because it's quite a bit of a different feel. Three, two, one. Now I can see somebody going, oh, that's, how do I go that slowly? I'm used to going faster now. But it's whereas you first get on, you haven't ridden your bike during the day, you've been doing loads of other things, maybe been sitting a lot, and 90 feels really difficult to get to. So I like the contrast here. I'm going to keep that running. What we're going to do now is just a little bit of standing, which you all seem to always find easier than me. So we're going to go for a 1 minute stand, 1 minute sit, 2 minutes stand, 1 minute sit, 1 minute stand. So we've got a little pyramid of standing. That means standing and pedaling. It doesn't mean you get off the bike and stand next to it. Just let's make this clear. And cadence doesn't matter. So we're going to go for standing for a minute. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, nice job. Well done. I clearly need to do some practice. You do manage to make it look quite easy. This is a position that well, maybe some of you won't spend that long in. I hardly ever stand on my bike because I'm really lazy. And the thought of trying to stand on a tandem and coordinate it. I know Steve will be definitely standing, going up some of the hills and the Fred, that's for sure. 15 seconds. Three, two, one. Sit down, relax. Let's get some easy leg turning in this minute so that you're ready to go again. Got another 20 seconds and then we're going to stand for 2 minutes. And poor Diane's been trying to get in and hasn't managed. 3, 2, 1. Up you go. If you're losing balance or finding it really difficult, you do it in bits, sit down, get yourself back together, stand up again. If you're really happy, you can just stay standing through the rest bits. %25 done. First minute, going through that first minute. We're up for half a minute left. So lots of momentum to keep the ability to come over and swap onto the other leg. Yeah, look at that. Brilliant. God, almost done. 3, 2, 1. And sit down for a minute. And then we're going to do 1 more minute standing. Hey, well done, Molly. We're having a bit of a celebration there. Bit of stretching going on. Nearly off again. We're going to go for the last minute standing. 3, 2, 1. And up you go. And then I think I have to raid my son's room, which is always a bit dangerous. There's a massage gun missing. And that's not what I think I want to do with my legs, but I think it might help. You might be 27, but it still kind of looks a bit like a teenager's setup. 20 seconds. And as for his girlfriend, she is absolutely zero house trained, which is quite funny. Oh, what her mother did. 3, 2, 1. And sit. Lovely. So now we'll go on to perhaps more traditional, a bit of work where we're going to do 2 minutes medium, have 30 seconds rest, and then do a hard minute, 30 seconds rest, and then repeat. And 20. We're going to do 4 of them. So I had to do a little bit of calculating there to work out how many we had time for. Okay, we're going to have cadence of 90. So once the advert's gone away, I'll put that on. And I need a clock back up. There we go. 3, 2, 1, into medium. So now we've warmed up, we'll call medium around effort 7. So it should feel like a bit of a grunt. And we're doing it for 2 minutes. That's looking nice. There's a lot of stability. So stable on the bikes. That's your first minute you've gone through. I hope that you've got some opportunities to get out. Now, the weather's starting to warm up a little bit. I know some people ride through the winter, barring ice, but some others prefer to wait until it's slightly nicer. So I'm hoping I get out Thursday where the sun is due to be shining, I believe. Hooray! And London, I'm going to London at the weekend. Big adventure. Let me loose in the big city. 3, 2, 1. First minute's over. So you've got 30 seconds, and then we're going to go for a minute hard. For 30 seconds. All right, 3, 2, 1. So we want to keep the 90 cadence and put quite a lot of resistance on so that it feels quite hard. Your heart rate should be rising, should be getting out of breath. And we're just doing that for 1 little minute. We're already halfway through. Well done. The legs should be burning a little bit. Should be going, oh, this is sore. Three, 2, 1. Nice. Now that's 1 of 4 that you've done. You've got 30 seconds, and then we're going back to the 2 minutes medium. And I'll distract you by telling you about my London visit. Three, 2, 1. So we should be now into medium effort again. And my London visit is a Christmas present, but I'm paying for half of it, so I'm not quite sure how it worked out to be a Christmas present. But I'm going to see my youngest child, my youngest son, who isn't particularly outdoory. He does do a lot of gym stuff, so he is pretty active, and he does lots of martial arts to the extent he's dislocated his kneecap fighting. Pushed it back in, kept going, and then went, oh, actually, that's a bit sore. So, but he has booked the theatre. We're going to see the Book of Mormon musical. He will have booked dinner somewhere, and he's booked a hotel. So it does very much feel like get looked after. And he's so distrusting of my ability to look after myself that he does take really good care of me. It's like, no, Mum, we go this way. This is how the underground works. So I haven't been for so long. And we go and usually drink some very nice coffee. So I'm really looking forward to it. It'll just be really nice to be completely different. I'm not packing my running shoes. I have to carry everything around London, so I'm not going to carry my running kit. I'm just going to actually have 2 days being somebody different, which will be great. I've only got half a minute left now. It might be 3 days because the train drivers are threatening about a strike and there's no train times up for Sunday. So all my lovely clients who I talk to on a Monday might have to not speak to me till later in the week. Never mind, things are sent to try us. And 3, 2, 1. You've got your 30 seconds of an easier pace, lowered resistance. And then you've got your minute of hard. 3, 2, 1, go to it. 1 minute at that cadence, working really hard. Maybe slightly higher cadence if it's easier. Half a minute left to go. Well done. Oh, I can feel effort going in from here. Good job. Three, 2, 1. Half a minute rest. I better take the monitor metronome off. And some of you look like you don't want to pedal at 90 for this bit. So you've only got 15 seconds left. 2 down, 2 to go. 3, 2, 1. And we're back to 2 minutes medium. Yeah, my other children I go out and do stuff with. Tom and I go on the fells a couple of times a year together. Jamie, because he's not so into it, we've had to think of other things. So we've been to Manchester, we've been to London a couple of times. We're quite into the art galleries. He probably does know about art because he knows about everything. I don't, but I do like looking at it. And we went to Prague, which was amazing. It was a really nice trip together, that one. And there was lots of art there. It was really beautiful. I went to the Alps with Tom and my middle one for a bit. Did a big adventure up a big mountain. And Sarah and I cycled in Scotland. And we went to Madeira together and walked. So I've been really, really lucky. And it's very nice to go off with them on their own. When they've got 3 kids, it's quite a busy house and I tend to not get that much attention, especially if you're working as well. So it's really nice to take that extra time with them. And while they're still speaking to me, you have to make the most of it. Okay, you're doing really well. You've only got 10 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Now you're on your easy half a minute. And then we're going to go for another hard minute. 3, 2, 1. Hard. One minute of effort level 8, 9. Really pushing it. Really feeling like you can't wait for the end of this minute. If it's anything like the Zwift riders, you should be absolutely sweating buckets. Lovely. Coming up to the end, you've got 10 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. And you've got your half a minute relax before we go for the last one. Got 10 seconds to go. Got drinks, chilled out a little bit. 3, 2, 1. Back to the start. 2 minutes of medium. This is your last one, so it's your last hard minute, and we've just got maybe a little bit of time to put a last little cadence pyramid in. Lovely. Nearly through the first minute. Got 1 minute left. Dawdle this week. 40 seconds. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds. .30 seconds, nice and easy. Last hard effort for the evening. 3, 2, 1. go. So this is back up to that 8-9 effort level. The colour's fallen out. Oh no, it's still there. No, it's not. Half a minute gone. You've got half a minute left. Make the most of it. That last little bit of effort out. And 3, 2, 1, stop. Well done. Hey, so we'll just have half a minute or so, just recovering a little bit. Yay, brilliant. There's lots of stretching, moving around, having a drink. That looks good. And we're just going to do 5 minutes of the cadence pyramid, but we're going to take the rests out. Thought you'd like that. And we're not even going to start with 90 because we've done loads of 90. So I'm going to put this up. Right, so we're going to do 100, 110, 120, 110, 100. That's 5 minutes. So rather than trying to increase it, some of you might just want to find a really fast cadence and just keep it at that. So leave that up to your choice. Three, 2, 1, go. Now that's the metronome on 100. Lovely start. First half minute gone. I don't want you to get too comfortable. Challenging your muscles in different ways. So I was listening to a podcast the other day about increasing efficiency and increasing your performance ability through not training any longer, just training smarter. So part of that is things like this. Bring it up slightly, going into the second minute, and that is 110 we're on. So not only do you need the I'm out of breath, I'm working really hard, but you also need the good technique for standing up, the smooth pedaling, the neural elasticity. And then you just need to back that up with really good nutrition and lots of sleep and no stress, and you're fine. Simple, huh? Some of those second bits are really difficult. Okay, we're coming up for the third minute and we're going up to 120. Woohoo! Fantastic. I wish I had pictures of you, like when you first came onto this, when we first started doing it. The difference now in body position, posture, structural strength is just really great. Right, you're halfway through. We've only got less than half a minute at this really fast one. Great job. Really still bodies for that cadence. Fantastic. Yes. Okay. You can hear it's come down a little bit. We're at 110. Lovely. Lovely jubbly. Think it's getting easier. It's getting easier. Fantastic. Coming into your last minute. It's about to go down to 100. There you are. That's 100. And we'll do a celebration minute at 90 at the end. Half a minute to go. Well done. Spinning around. Look out, Chris Froome. I think it was Chris. He had a really, really high cadence. Okay, you're going into the last minute, and this is 90. So just accept the 90. Find a nice resistance to be doing this at. And just relax in how slow and smooth this is. Feels really weird. Okay, no, you're lying. You must have turned it down. But no, it definitely says 90 on the screen. And very almost there. 3, 2, 1. We're done for the evening, but don't stop pedaling completely. Hooray! Oh, lots of people celebrating. So this is the warm down, cool down phase, I should say. It's better, sounds better than warm down. Where we just allow our bodies a bit of time to come back into homeostasis, heart rates to lower, circulation to do its job, everything to relax a little bit. If you are listening to this on catch up, please take 5 minutes just to make sure that you do that. For those of you on here tonight, I'm going to stop the recording